Electric four drives, are they the future? All right, so I've had a few of you guys ask about hybrids, EVs, all that kind of stuff, PHEVs, basically plug-in hybrid four-wheel drives, especially ones like BYD. There's a few more coming out on the market, and it's really hard to beat because of the price and the sort of performance and cost-effective things and measures that they are implementing. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about my opinion. I know a few of you have been asking, like, personally, what do I think and all that sort of thing. I'm not an expert because I've never even driven one. There is a few dealerships around me that are like the BYD one that I go past, and they look cool. They look cool from the outside, but personal opinion, I'm always going to be one to be like, I love diesel. So as you would have known, this channel is very heavily diesel focused, and it's going to be sad to see when the days where there's no more diesels on the road. So yeah, the hybrids are slowly coming in, and you do get instant torque with these electric systems. There is an instant torque you would have seen with the Teslas, stuff like that, or even, you know, the full electric Polestars and stuff. These are instant torque, and that is what is a really big beneficial performance improvement on these electric vehicles. It's very good in just giving you that instant boom. Just, I've driven electric vehicles before and e-powered vehicles and stuff like that, and even the hybrids, just boom, instant, just that little extra when you're from like standstill to going to 40 Ks or whatever it is. That is very, very quick. Why you need that instant torque, I'm not sure. For daily driving on the roads, it's kind of irrelevant, but off-roading, I can see the benefits that it would have. And yeah, as they're promising as well, better fuel economy because you don't have to fill up as much. So, you know, it's downsides, and it's looking pretty good so far. Not like a lot of downsides yet, but I'll get into that in a bit. So probably the biggest one right now is the BYD Shark. This is a plug-in hybrid, the first one in Australia, I believe, well, that I know of, that you can actually buy here in Australia, the BYD Shark 6 Ute. Looks pretty good. So what it'll do is it'll go up to 80 Ks in like EV mode, and then it will switch to petrol mode. So these are petrol motors with like a hybrid electric systems in them. So the first 80 Ks, you can do electric. It'll roughly give you around 800 total kilometers. So that's pretty good. I know my car, when I first bought it, was doing about 800. Now it's doing about 700. But yeah, so pretty good. There is an improvement in range, and it seems to be an improvement at the start as well. 80 Ks range, and you're just running off pure electric is pretty cool. It's a pretty innovative, yeah, technology. For short trips, it's just going to use the electric, and then it'll tick over if you're doing more than 80 K range. It'll go into your petrol mode, and then you'll start using the fuel, obviously. But it's really good for that sort of round town, sort of short trips. Very good. Where I'm worried is these long trips. Now, basically, the way I understand some of them is that the fuel will act as a generator for the electric systems, all right? And that sort of, and that ties in with the electric sort of issues that I have, I'm curious about, because, you know, you have all of this, you have the big battery, of course, you've got all these electrical systems, a whole lot more wiring, everything like that. Off-road, as a real dirty off-road, is it going to be reliable? These are brand new cars, you have to remember. They haven't been tested on the Australian shores yet. So are they going to be reliable off-road? Is it going to handle water? Is it going to handle a bashing? You know, we love to destroy our four-wheel drives here, and they take a good brunt of it, and they're very reliable. You know, these old GQs, these Land Cruisers, everything like that. Is it going to be able to take up all of the damage that we actually give to it? It's something that we're gonna have to wait and see. Now, I know there is a big warranty. I'm not sure about the battery warranty. I think that's probably gonna be like a 5-year warranty or something. But in terms of the car warranty, usually these brands are doing like 10, 15-year warranties, which is crazy, because they don't know yet what's gonna break. They don't know. They're selling a lot of them. BYD is selling a whole bunch of cars, but they don't actually know what the reliability is like yet. So it's just something to note and something that I'm super cautious of. I would probably look at these in like 5 years time, you know what I mean, and see how they're holding up now. What's the reputation like? What are some common issues, and how is the battery holding up? What's the battery health like? The state of health, not, you know, the charge. The state of health is really important. So yeah, I know a lot of people are doing like Cape York in the BYD. I know 4-wheel drive 24/7 are doing Cape York and all that stuff, and I haven't seen that content yet, but I'm sure there are some issues. Like, if we know these diesel cars, like we know MP300 Hilux, 300,000 Ks of corrugation, water, fucking just getting absolutely bashed. Like, we know it can handle 300,000 Ks or more, right? Some engines are going up, some Hiluxes are 500,000 Ks, right, back in the day. Very rough, okay? And they're sturdy and they're durable. How are these BYDs gonna handle the Australian shores? I don't personally know, because I've never driven one, but I'm very cautious, and I'm very cautious to see. I know a lot of people are going to be choosing this option because they're, you know, they love fuel efficiency. Fuel prices are going up. It's a very good, just short round town sort of vibe. But I'm just scared about the reliability issues. And I've worked for MG, and I know that pretty much every MG owner goes in to get updates for their car every month. That, to me, is annoying, right? I wouldn't want to have to do that. So I feel like a lot of these companies, they're all Chinese, and they have regular updates to their systems that you need to go to the dealership for. That's another downside that I'm not super keen on, and I've seen that firsthand. But you know, you get instant torque, it feels faster, it's, you know, 80 Ks range, you're getting more fuel tank capacity, well, not fuel tank, more fuel tank range. I'm just worried about the range. I'm just worried about the durability over long-term trips. Like, if I'm gonna go do an Australia trip and do 10,000 Ks in 1 year of rough, you know, rough terrain, how is it gonna handle, how are the electric systems gonna handle, and is there any support, you know, in other states away from the cities? Are there support systems for this yet? There's probably not the infrastructure there. So just a few things that I wanted to talk about, because I know a lot of people have been asking me personally, as I said at the start of the video. If you've got any suggestions or anything you want to see specifically from me, leave a comment down below or DM me on Instagram, Hume4x4. I've also got the website up now, hume4x4.com. And if you want to check out my next video, click on the video right now. All right, peace.